Arch cold were trying to blast Blair Mountain. In 1921, over 10,000 Union miners descended on southern West Virginia to bring liberation and dignity to their fellow man. This march was met by open hostility by the coal company's hired gun thugs in the United States military. 16 Union men died. Countless others shed their blood on Blair Mountain so that their workers, their fellow workers in the southern coal fields, too, could reap the benefits of a fair life. This mountain is the emblem of Appalachia. She stands proud. She holds our collective memory in her soil. Every single inch of her soil is holy ground for Appalachia. She stands as the undying flag that shows the world that hardworking mountain folks are not stupid, are not weak, and we are not pacified. We are strong, we do not forget, and we are mad as hell. Our history is that of a people who knows what's right and what's wrong. We know what's truly fair and what's unfair. We know it's unfair for them to exploit us for our resources, our labor, and our physical health. This world is ours and ours alone. We will not soak in sludge while they bathe in luxury. The Union miners knew on Blair that the boss and his company didn't deserve our labor or their labor. Their complacency. They didn't give their complacency to these people. So they fought with their sweat and their blood against them. We know today that this company doesn't deserve our profit and our lives, and we will fight unwavering against them. In the face of this billionaire company and its allies, we stand firm. In the face of their hired politicians, we will stand firm. And even in the face of their gun thugs, we will stand firm. People of Appalachia, all friends of her mountains, Blair is calling you. Will you allow her to be torn apart for the luxury of a few? Will you stand idly by while they live the living standard of yourself and your neighbors is degraded by these?
No!
Will you be complacent while they destroy your heritage?
No!
Or you fight like hell to defeat these bastards?
Yeah!
Will you flex your muscle and bring the struggle to them?
Yeah!
I urge you, do not drop your banners. There's room for all Appalachians in our movement. Instead, raise them high. Show that we are diverse. Show that our numbers are many. Show them that Appalachia stands as a united front against assaults on her people and her mountains. Heed the call, Appalachia. A single attack on Blair is a declaration of war against Appalachia and her mountains. Their days of plenty and peace are numbered. When Arch Coal moves to take Blair Mountain, they won't even be prepared to face the resistance that we will mount against them.
Yeah!
Against brute force and injustice, the people will have the last word. That of victory!
Cannot go back to one single place in my early pictures because it was blacked out. Not one single thing from that early life is still there, nothing except for us. The ones that did survive, because I left at that time. all my heart is since generations began, there was a need to go up on the mountain. Every group I know of, where they were Jewish or Christian or Buddhist or who they were, the Tibetans, that need to go up on the mountain. I hear people say, look at that mountain, what good is it? Well, it was good enough people walked really hard time shifts to get there. Sometimes every day to pray, to be close to God, to see your higher perspective. Because when you're shaded in the valley, the view is different. There's things you see there you don't see below. And it was worthwhile to get there. I look at buildings that people create, and I don't see people there. I see minds that work to build things. And I don't dislike that. I look at the sign that's an NRP. I don't even know what that means. I thought National Republic Party. No, that ain't it. And then I thought, well, I know what it ought to be. A new resource program. Environmentalists and communities and people that want to make money, and they're working together with their minds and their brains and their hearts and their backs. That's what we need. We need to quit being enemies and realize that West Virginia stays poor because we divide. We make this one bad and that one good and that one, and it's all bull. Until you find your heart and what's right and the truth and stick with it and make room for others that hasn't got your level, they need to go up on the mountain a little bit more with you. Or maybe even to the time we're talking. There's room for both, my God. There's room for both. And the one thing I know with all of my heart is there's a story if they knew it. If they felt it like I feel it, they would never forget it. They wouldn't touch it now. It's a story of people that came here that couldn't even speak the same language, that have been told fabulous stories about what they were going to get when they got here, and what they called slave labor, and people that hated them, and attacked sometimes before they got off the train, and not even understanding the issue. And they had to become friends. They had to learn a language of love that trusted each other, instead of Hungarian and Italian and all the ones from birth. Because if they didn't, they had no way to make a better life. Coal is running out. I don't care what they say, we've got quite a bit, and it can last for long. But if you're in Macomb County and you go look, my husband's a coal miner. I'm not against coal miners, I never would be and never could be. And I care about their jobs. But I tell you one thing, we better start caring about the truth. We better start learning a way to talk. A new way to talk that goes beyond what we believe and what we like to what's true and what works for people. And I know with all my heart, because I've given these bandanas, which is the sign of the redneck of Blair Mountain, to people all over this country. They come to my house and stay, and I tell them the story. I give them a bandana that I buy myself. No environmental group finances me. I tell people I don't do much of anything. Just little bits all over. And it's like a storm with raindrops. And these bandanas go back to the story of Blair Mountain. These bandanas go back to all these different places from all over the country. With the stories of what's happening in Appalachia. Of people not being listened to. And the rights being violated. Now they think that we don't know about money and those issues. Me and my husband like to buy property with tax sales. Somebody lost, or I buy. But I have a responsibility to my community that I don't use that land to destroy them. And the new piece that we just got, they want to have reunions there, so we're going to hold on to it to let that family come back to their reunions. We still make money, but we are not our neighbors' enemies. They are our neighbors, and we care about Blair Mountain. We care about the people of West Virginia. We care about the people who's making it. But by God, they don't need to make it by putting you in the ground, and I'm not going to allow it. This bandana, it's got organic and geometric designs, like man-made and living. put together in one beautiful design. If you turn the little drops on it, they look like teardrops. They look like sweat drops. Put them together, by God, they make hearts. We're going to create hearts and minds that's going to work for West Virginia, and we're going to get companies to go with us. A new resource policy.
For the bosses, don't listen to their lies. Us poor folks haven't got a chance unless we organize. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
There's snacks like the door. We should have gone there first. I'm sorry, guys.
Let us in!
Whoever opens that door is going to get fired.
Okay. Everyone, just to let you know, the state police have said that the building is locked down and that you should all come back down here because they are going to. They're going to